yes. Did they confuse the two? That's
mix up the love and lust and interchange them.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that that they can confuse the two, but now knowing that both can be, you can have both lust and love together. But I think anything sustainable, it's going to be like we always hear, that it's like people that are together say like, I don't know, you hear about, the puppy love and then the 10 years, 50 years together. I think it always goes back to like action or intention, or what do we want this relationship to look like? Almost like we had even chatted about like, a monthly check-in or weekly check-in. Yes. If you're doing
I actually teach that actually, but go ahead.
Cool. Yeah. If you're willing to do that, then I think lust can always be there. Like if you're like, okay, how can I bring, but that initial lust feeling, it's like for all humans, it seems to kind of shift and change. So I think the difference is, it's more the love, lust, it's different. And this could be a total judgment or like blanket thought, but I'm thinking that maybe before you experience, like maybe more in your 20s, say before your 40s or something, that you could easily confuse the two. Just simply maybe because of the experience. You haven't had a lot of experience with long-term relationships or relationships, especially if you're like, 15 years old or something, you haven't even begun.
I like that. Well, it's just because it tied into what Chris said, that sometimes people will say that they love somebody, but they don't really love them. They like what they're getting from them. So they love the lust part of what it is they're getting without maybe having to give anything. I know I've been in lust. I thought I really liked this girl, but it's like, no, I just lust after what she does for me or what she gives to me. So
I think a lot of times that lust can trip into love.
It can. It can.
I think it can be a healthy foundation into tripping into love. If that lust is there, because you've just awakened all your endorphins and your emotions and everything into, really putting it forward into that man, woman, or man, woman, whatever it is that this day, but
I'm going to add a caveat there, because it's what Theresa said. It comes down to intention.
Yeah.
Because think about it. I could be lustful for you. I could be lustful for you, but have bad intentions.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I guess it's how it goes. And I mean, that's your juju, right? That's your energy that you put out there. And
there's positive lust, what you guys are talking about, like very positive, like I desire my partner, like when I, you know what I mean? Like that. But then there's also the other side of lust where it's like, the person doesn't have the best intention. Maybe they might just want to have a one-night stand. They don't have very good intentions for you. So I think a lot of the times we do have to have a heightened level of awareness when it comes to, does this person really like me, or do they just lust for me for what I do for them? Because their intentions might not be genuine.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. I never really sat back and thought of that word lust ever or anything like that. I think this is probably one of the very rare few times that I've even used that word.
Oh, see, okay. Yeah. Okay.
I love what you shared though, Michael. It's there can be like positive lust or negative lust, right?
Well, it's the yin and yang, right? It's the yin and yang, multiple sides. Like I love what Chris talks about, like the very positive, but there's also the and it's like you have to be aware, because a lot of times those patterns that you had when you were 20, you could still be duplicating them when you're 40. You guys change them. That's what makes you guys different. You guys changed your patterns. So now what you guys like had in your 20s and I had in my 20s were probably fun, lustful relationships. They were great. They were fun. But now that you've gotten a little older, your relationships now have a little more sustenance.